What's happening, everyone? It is Zigzag here. Welcome back to another GeoGuessr video. So, over the past few months, I had the pleasure of holding the 10-second no moving, panning, or zooming world record, but in the meantime, it has been smashed. So, check it out. We have over here Boki, who's pulled a 24,875, beating my record by a full 200 points. I'll have it linked in the description. Shoutouts to him. I think Steek has also pulled a higher score as well. So, when he submits that, that'll land me in third place, which is still very good for a player of my caliber. Like, these guys are significantly better than me, so I'm happy to be up there with them, but shouts to them because they've managed to beat it. So I guess we're back on the road to that world record once again here. If I could beat it, that would be absolutely insane, but you know, it seems rather unlikely. I'm looking forward to when the new world map comes out. I've also been playing some off camera, or like off commentary, and so at the end of the video I'm going to be showing you some of my best attempts as well. So stay tuned for that. Watch to the end because I got some really nice games to show you guys, but let's see how the live attempts are going as well here. First one, feeling very, very, very South African. These yellow like arrows on the road feel very South African as well. I'm thinking Pretoria. It's going to be that, or Joburg, I think, with this kind of built up kind of area. And so 66 kilometers away, that's you know, already it's is it already impossible? It's already impossible to beat the record, actually. So, because 66 kilometers is enough to put us out of contention. That's actually so crazy, the score that Boki has managed. But this one is interesting. It's definitely somewhere in Eastern Europe. I couldn't quite work out which language it is. And yeah, it was actually Polish. Okay, so it didn't really give me much of a Polish vibe. It felt kind of like a warmer climate, but yeah, so I wasn't gonna guess up there. But yeah, not terrific so far. This one, a lot of pines. Sun is to the north. Sun is to the north. Okay, I guess I'll just go Chile here. I'm actually not sure where it's going to be. Maybe near Concepcion. Okay, that's a really nice guess, actually. Not the most points, but I was really, you know, pleased with the deduction. If it wasn't for the sun there, I'm not sure where I would have gone. So let's see what we got next. Single yellow line, so it should be somewhere in Canada. Almost gives me a Russian vibe, so I'm thinking quite far north. Maybe Manitoba. I could see it being Manitoba. Manitoba, like, has more trees. Okay, well, anyway, it's Ontario, but Manitoba has more trees than, like, Alberta and Saskatchewan, so that's why I would tend to go there. But yeah, ends up being near Sudbury there in Ontario. And the final round of game one here kind of feels... Does it feel UK? Kind of feels more, this building here feels more European. I'm going to go Luxembourg because of the Gen 2. We'll see if that's right or not. Okay, it is Luxembourg. Nice. So, in the end, 3 nice guesses and 2 kind of subpar ones. So we end up with 20,000, which is still a good effort on 10-second no moving, panning, or zooming. But we're going to have to go in for some more here because, you know, that type of score is not what we're after. Not what we're after. So let's see what we get on the first round here. I think it's Chile. I think it's northern Chile here. I'm just going to go here. Oh, we're kind of like going diagonally, so I'm going to go over here. This is probably not too close. Oof, man, I moved it away from an almost perfect score there, did I? I think I had it clicked like here. So yeah, I mean, still a really nice guess. So a nice start there for sure, on the right road essentially. This one's Kampala, so a really nice start to the seed actually. So this Google car is the one that you only find in Kampala, and it's very, very recognizable. So we're going to be right there, presumably. And yeah, 8.1 kilometers away, so exactly what you want. Let's see what we get next. Oh, Colombia. Just trying to think if it feels more northern or southern. I feel like it's got more of a more northern vibe here. Might just kind of go in this area here, but really not sure. Okay, not terrible, 4.4k. Colombia's a deceptively big country. I definitely knew it like was kind of this region, but yeah, not particularly close. And this one feels like Italian, I would say. Not really sure how far north to put it. Might just go like in this kind of, near Florence. I feel like it's got that kind of vibe. Okay, near Rome instead. So again, not the best score. And then the final one here, I think it's Philippines. No, I think it might be Thailand actually. I'm actually not sure. I can't tell what side of the road we're driving on. I'm going to go for Thailand here, but could easily be Philippines as well. No, it was near Badan in Indonesia. I was saying Thailand. But 8 countries in a row. We get another bang on 20,000. I mean, round 1 and 2 were really nice, and then 3 and 4 were decent, and then 5 was, you know, not the best. Okay, so let's just continue on here. We're on 2 20,000s in a row, which is always solid for 10-second NMPZ. This one, I don't know why, but it gives me Lima vibes. We had white road lines in the center though, did we? Yeah, that's kind of strange, but it gives me Lima vibes. Oh man, it was close to Lima, so that's a nice guess at least. I don't know, like Lima can, it was in Ica, but Lima can often look quite wealthy, especially if you go to certain places. Like there's a whole gated off community, I guess it's like around here, where like there's like no roads that properly lead in and everything, and it's like very strangely wealthy for such a poor city and country. So yeah, interesting, but we weren't there. Next one, we got Maltese plates. Actually quite flat looking for Malta, I would say. But yeah, I'm going to go in the capital city here, St. Julian's or Valletta. Probably just like out in the suburbs here. Yeah, good switch. And we get 2.2 kilometers away. So this was a nice seed. See what we got going next. Feels like a Lithuanian round, I would say. This pole top looks fairly Lithuanian. I forget, you can see similar ones in Estonia, I think. Yeah, it was Estonia. Okay, I gotta learn that. I think that was actually an Estonian pole top. One of the rarer ones, perhaps. But yeah, okay. Well, not to worry, not to worry. We weren't on world record pace anyway. This one feels quite like it's definitely Thailand. I'm not quite sure where. I'm gonna go near Bangkok, but it could be south as well. No, okay, it's actually northern near Vientiane. So didn't really have like sometimes when you don't have landscape, it's hard to get Thailand because the climate can look fairly similar all over. And this one should be somewhere in... This is like an octagonal pole behind my head here, I think. So we'll go for Mexico here, and I think I'll just go near Mexico City. I think it's a good shout. No, it's a little further north. So again, 20,000. And we've, I think we've improved on every single round here. But the seeds have not been too kind to us yet, but not terrible either. So yeah, let's just keep going here. I'll keep going until I think I start playing badly, and then I'll show you guys the videos. So we've got white front plate here. I think this is Britain, but I'm not really sure where to put it. Like, it kind of gives me this vibe, but it also kind of gives me this vibe because it's so flat. So I'm going to go out here. Ooh, 37 kilometers away. Let's go. Okay, so that's a really flat part of England. So yeah, that's world record pace here. Okay, this one is in Senegal, so another nice start here. I think it's just going to be somewhere near Dakar. I'm going to go in this town here. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, I should have just gone closer to Dakar. Still really nice. Like, Senegal is deceptively small, actually. It's one of these countries that I feel like it's bigger just because it's got, you know, touched to so many, like, biomes, I guess. But, you know, it is actually quite small. So 58 kilometers away only. So this one's a really nice run so far. Maybe good pace for a good score. This one feels like kind of like just broadly like northern central Thailand. Hoping for a good score here. I think it could be. And yeah, not terrible. Okay, so right on the Cambo border. I was going to say it kind of reminded me of Cambo, but to be honest, like, give me more of this vibe. So yeah, I mean, improving on Thailand would be a good idea because it's a big country. 4.4k is still fine. And this one, I feel like it's going to be Ulaanbaatar. This Google car doesn't travel the whole country, and when you see it in an urban environment, I feel like it is likely to be in Ulaanbaatar. Ends up being 3.9 kilometers away, so that's a really nice little score there. So we can still get... Yeah, we can almost get 24k here. If we get 5k on this round, I think we're 24k, so let's concentrate. Ooh, Spain. It's Spain. I think just a little north of Madrid, maybe. You're gonna get this like kind of like national park for like a... Oh man, never mind. Okay, it wasn't the right idea. We get 23k, which, as I said, like I think we dropped 1,000 points there on round 5. So yeah, had we gotten a perfect round 5, yes, it would have been 24k, but ends up being much further south than what I thought. It was kind of green. So there we go. Definitely a nice effort, and you know, 23k is nothing to be scoffed at, nothing at all. So see what we get next round here. This one, blue strips on both sides of the plate here, so it should be somewhere in Italy. I was thinking maybe more northern here, although I'm really not sure. Let's go Milan. Yeah, absolutely no idea. Ends up being in Nice. Okay, so a traveling... Was it a traveling plate, or was it just a French plate? It may have just been a French plate there, actually. But 4.3, we can continue with that, it's fine. This one... it's Cambodia. Kind of strange hilliness to it. I'm going to go, like, this side of Phnom Penh, where there's more hills, but we'll see, okay, other side of Phnom Penh, so it's still a nice score. So we're still in contention, technically, here. This one's South Africa again. This time I'm less sure about Joburg and Pretoria, but I'm still going to go there, just kind of on the outskirts, on like the sandy side here. 60 kilometers away. I've gotten the wrong side both times so far today, but still a good score, again. Okay, Italian plates this time. Not really sure. 5 seconds to go here. And yeah, like, let's go like around Florence again. Yeah, not so confident this time. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. So just solid scores all throughout this seed so far. And this one, no, it's actually Poland. It reminded me of Slovakia, so I'm going to go on the south here. We had a Polish give way sign, though. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe it reminded me more of Czechia. It was on the other side. So we went up with a 22.6. So it's been every single game above 20k so far. So I think that's like, I think when you have every game, like that's hedge points. So technically this could turn into a a world record attempt. Let's just keep going until we lose our hedge streak, I guess. So, next round here. Okay, and this one, ooh, actually, I think it's actually Mexico right near Guatemala, but I thought Colombia off the bat. Whew, and it was Philippines. Okay, so we can't get our hedge point anymore because unless we 5k every round from here, we'll only end up with 20,001 points, you know. So there we go. Wow. I thought it was an octagonal pole. I think that's the main thing that was throwing me there. Also, the dirt road coverage made me think of like this area in Colombia, but yeah. Okay, we can just restart here because there's no point in playing that seed out. Okay, so let's see what we get next. Double yellow lines in the center should be Thailand. Again, when I see this, I just like Bangkok area because it feels like a very wide highway, the type of thing you'd have leading in and out of Bangkok. Ends up being 38 kilometers away. Now, had I observed that it was an east to west road, I could have probably clicked on one of these ones and gotten a better score, but still fine. And so this one, I think it's Latvia or Lithuania. I'm actually going to go for Latvia here, like outside of Riga. Ends up being in Latvia, so not a bad score, very happy with that. And the next one is USA, or Canada, potentially. Where do I like for this one? I'm gonna go like, I don't know, I'm gonna go Indiana, but yeah, I knew it was wrong. Iowa, that makes more sense than Indiana, but yeah, I was actually clicking Ohio, but yeah, was never gonna be too good there. And this one feels very like Croatian, I would say. Just kind of this like biome is very Croatian looking, but I think I could be wrong as well. The sun, yeah, okay, it was in Spain. The longer I looked at it, the less I liked Croatia, even though I still think if I saw it again, I'd probably go there, but yeah, okay, so this one's turning into a little bit of a fail as well. This one will just be somewhere in Japan. So, 17 kilometers away. That's some nice redemption there. So we almost get our 20k, but we still would have failed anyway, which is kind of, you know, it's bittersweet, but, you know, it's how it goes in G guesses sometimes. Even with your nice Asia guesses, sometimes Europe is just, it pulls Europe on you. So let's do a few more games before I show you the clips. Yeah, it doesn't feel like world record pace is happening today. We'll see. Some nice guesses. This one feels like probably like northern Spain, I would say, with this moss on the rocks. It's definitely kind of gives me that vibe. So let's kind of go around here. Okay, so it was in northern Portugal. Not quite a good enough score for me to want to continue there, especially because I got the wrong country. So let's just see what we get next. Okay. Double yellows. Does it almost feel like Hawaii to me? I'm going to go Hawaii. I don't know. It doesn't feel like mainland. Wow, that was clutch. That was actually kind of a difficult round because, you know, it looked quite normal. It looked like quite a normal USA, just a little more tropical. And so, yeah. And with that many trees, like it didn't feel like a Florida forest or anything like that. So, and if you're on that latitude, you basically have to be then in Hawaii. So a good little round there. Green front plate here. Where the? Okay, we're definitely in Philippines here. I was thinking like quite far north of the capital. Okay, it was just right near Manila there. It does kind of get a little dry around there, so that makes sense. But we can continue here. A nice little seed so far. Ooh, I think it's Colombia. I think that might be a Colombian cross in the background, in which case I'm going to kind of just go like broadly north, but kind of central. Ends up being a good guess as well. And this one, yellow outside lines, it's Jordan or Israel. Kind of lean Jordan? I don't know, I kind of lean Jordan here. I don't know why. I'm going to go like north of Amman. Okay, it's just south of Amman, but still a good guess. And the final one here is Japan. I thought this... Oof. No. I don't know, it's Austria, I guess. Yeah, wow. 18 kilometers away, baby. What just happened? Okay, so, yeah. Okay, so 22,900. That went from a decent one to a really good one with a nice final guess there. Why I thought it was Japan? I don't know. It wasn't even low cam. I don't know what made me think. It just kind of looked Japanese, but then I kind of thought it looked Swiss, but even still, there was no low cam, which I couldn't quite tell. And just a nice little Austria plonk there to finish us off with a 22.9. So now let us react to some of the games I got earlier. So let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I've got 2 really nice, insane guesses that I got that weren't in good games themselves. And then I just have 4 really solid games that I got as well, all above 23,000. So let's check it out here. First one here, it definitely had Patagonia vibes. If we pan back to it. So, yeah, Patagonia vibes, dirt road coverage, super common in Argentina. Kind of this like very southern hemisphere kind of salt bush. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but like these kind of like low moisture kind of looking bushes, but also kind of cold looking as well. So I go straight in for this region. And the reason I was able to get so close here is because that's one of the areas in Patagonia that gets kind of hilly. So 30 kilometers away, very clean indeed. Here's another one, yellow outside lines, so we know it must be somewhere in Israel or Jordan, something like that. And I was thinking like Jordan, but it didn't feel quite right for Amman. I go outside of Amman, near the Israeli border, or near the West Bank border, and we end up with a really nice score there. This one, okay, now we're starting off with a proper seed here. We got a Japan. Japan's pretty simple to get once you see the locam. I lazily plonk in the middle of Osaka City, but we ended up being close anyway, so it was a nice start to the seed. This one just had massive Melbourne vibes, the town of my birth. I can tell Melbourne pretty well. I can tell it just by the grass. Honestly, it's so green and like kind of a bluish green color. Anyway, we end up with 35 kilometers away, just on the outskirts there. This one definitely USA. Let's actually take a look at the round here together. So it's kind of dry. It's slightly hilly. We have the wooden pole, so we know it's USA based on that, basically. And Canada, it's a bit too dry to be Canada. I think also this kind of like orangish tinge in the soil doesn't really fit for it. Neither do these trees. So yeah, it's definitely not Canada for my books. And, well, watch me actually guess Canada. No. So I guess kind of like Oklahoma, Kansas kind of hedge here. And it ends up being just over the border in Oklahoma, but basically in the perfect spot, right in the center of the US there, so really nice. Then, of course, we have locam here for a fairly easy Switzerland, and don't really know. When it comes to Switzerland, I kind of just click somewhere where I'm feeling. I go near Zurich this time, ends up being closer to Bern, but 4.7k is still good. And final round here was going to be somewhere in the UK, I thought. The hedgerows definitely felt that way. I felt Wales. I don't know. It felt like a GeoWizard kind of like straight line mission kind of biome. And we ended up in the south of Wales rather than the north. New South Wales? No, didn't really feel like New South Wales to me, but 23.8 is a really, really nice score there. So let's see what we got going on next here. Very Australian looking around off the bat here, driving left with the white road lines. I end up opting for like the kind of Victoria, New South Wales border here. Ends up being right on the border, but we get a good score to show for it. And this one is a really insane guess. So I knew it had to be Colombia. I click a bit north of Buenos Aires. I immediately hit guess, and 19 kilometers away, right near Rosario there. Yeah, beautiful. Here we see some Belgian number plates. We got like a red tinge to the number plates themselves. And so Belgium is a fairly easy shout here. I felt like it felt a bit southern. I don't know why exactly I thought that, but we end up basically in the nearest town there. 20 kilometers away is very good, even for a small country like Belgium. Here, before I get into the minimap here, you can see a Peruvian pole that I've told you guys about in tips videos before. It's got 3 of the concrete kind of slabs going off the main concrete pole. It is a Peruvian pole. And when you see a Peru around this green, also this bike over here is very Peruvian as well. When you see a Peruvian around this green, there are only limited areas where it can be, because obviously most of the times you're at the other side of the Andes, so I guess in this region here. In the end, I don't even like the guess. I should have gone further south. Yeah, I'm not proud of that one, but we end up with a decent score anyway. And the next round here, we have the single yellow line, we have Korean poles and all that bit. I'm thinking southern here. I really was vibing with the south, and it ends up being basically as far south on the mainland as you can get. So a 23.6 there, very clean indeed. Okay, next one here. This one's a crazy guess. I mean, so I only looked at this round for a few seconds, and yeah, this is what we saw. I mean, it's kind of low quality coverage. I immediately click on like West Virginia, but then I switched to Vermont. And it ends up being right near there in Vermont. I don't even know how I got that. Yeah, I can't really explain. Next one, double whites in the center. Feels very Borneo and very Malaysian to begin with. End up guessing on the right stretch of road there, 15 kilometers away. Just a clean Sabah guess. I think it was Sabah, right? And the next one, dirt road coverage. Lots of African people there, so Lesotho seems like a good option. Also, it's very green. So I end up for the south, opting for the south here. Ends up being central, so yeah, really not the best Lesotho guess, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there with Lesotho. And the next one, single white line in the center here. A lot of like oil palms, palm oil kind of. They get them from these kind of trees, as far as I understand. And those ones are very common in like southern Malaysia and Sumatra. So yeah, it's actually not the best. I really should have gone for Indonesia here, but we end up being right on the right latitude. So in some sense, it was a nice guess. 4.2k, obviously that kind of area is quite big. And then this one, I end up going for Nigeria because the Google car. Might have been a difficult round otherwise. I think the poll's quite Nigerian as well. End up going near Abuja, which was kind of silly because it doesn't quite get that green up there, at least in most times. So 23k there, another very solid game. And so for the final one of the video today, we've got yellow dash center lines here. I opt for Thailand. This is my very first take. I sat down to record some just when I had the idea for this video. Very first take, okay? Look at this Thai guess. You ready? 23 kilometers away. That doesn't happen in Thailand, bro. That's a Thai plonk and a half. Very clean indeed. And I was looking suitably unexcited. I'm looking at my webcam. I was just kind of staring. Wow. Not even hyped zigzag. Okay. So this one, it was actually Norway. You could see there was a green plate here. If we jump back here, checking out this car. This kind of pickup truck had a green plate. Also, one thing I will say before we see the guess here is that there's a lot of Generation 3 between Trondheim and Oslo, and the rest of Norway does not have much Gen 3. I always use Norway in the back of my thumbnails, and that's how I know, because I'm always looking for the nice Gen 4, and if you click between Oslo and Trondheim, there's a lot of Gen 3. So anyway, I opt for kind of like the more northern part, where it's a bit hillier, right on the Norway sign, and 3.3 kilometers away. Are you kidding me? Very clean indeed, guys. Very, very clean indeed. And so, the next one here, blue strips on the plates, round concrete poles, very Eastern European vibe here. Up for Romania. I don't actually know if I knew it was Romania. I can't see if there's any concrete evidence, but we go for Romania, 4.6k. It's a very solid guess, so we're still on decent pace here. Yeah, I think I would have struggled were it not for the Sri Lanka car. I end up opting for North here, and this is not a mistake I normally make, but it ends up being in the south of the country. So, yeah, not a mistake I normally make, to be honest. Normally, I'm pretty good at it. I think it was because of the time of day. And so the final round here with the black car ends up being somewhere in Arge. And when we see an Argy, we love to send kind of just like near Cordoba area. And it ends up being a little further north. So just a really nice start to that one, especially considering it was the first take with the Thailand and not Norway, 3.3 kilometers away. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was sure a lot of fun to film. And yeah, I'll be back on the road on the road to a world record. I think I'm going to focus more on the skewed world for a bit, but I know people love these videos, so I'll bring these back for sure a bit as well. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in a video very soon, and till then, goodbye.